4K technology 6. Yo. Let me know if you can hear me. Yo. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna go check that. All right. Hey, what up, everybody? What's happening? Hey, click the thumbs up button for me real fast. We're gonna get started at 1:30. Since you came early, I'll go ahead and give you a little treat, man. What's up? Highlight 2300. You early. Give me an astro question for you. Highlight. What can I help you with today? It's very rare that I really come on and be willing to offer birth chart type of stuff. But you know, since y'all came early for the pre-show, if you got a question or you want one general thing, one just something you want me to take a look, and I'll tell you what I see. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem doing that and whatnot. So just let me know. All right. The Cash App is the PI Group. You know what I mean? Just drop a 20. If you want to drop 20 for one question or 20 for what I see, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. But if you got a question, feel free to ask the question, and I'll take a look for you. Just put it in the chat. All right. Spirit guide, is Aquarius and Sag compatible? Ooh, supposed to be. What we have to understand, Spirit guide, is if they're really true to their signs, then yes, this couple right here is the one that could have long distance relationships, because it's 4 signs that can go for a little bit of air in relationships and could have some space in between them and got this strong sense of independence. That's Sagittarius, Gemini, Aries, and Aquarius. And so these two is like, could be a traveling couple, or it's just some type of space that exists and they're perfectly fine with that. The issue could be this. You can have somebody that is born on the first day of Sagittarius, but the Aquarius is the last day of Aquarius, which the next day for the Aquarius is the first day of Pisces. And that last day of Aquarius, since it's next to the first day of Pisces, in comparison to the first day of Sagittarius, is the equivalence of the last day of Scorpio for the Sag, and this don't vibe. So in other words, this is damn near a 90-degree angle. In this example, it's an 89-degree angle, and it's called a square. And that can create a problem. although the signs are compatible, the angle in which their birthdays lie to one another is not necessarily compatible. Okay. But the general rule should be a yes. When you're dealing with relationship compatibility, you have to factor in the suns. You want to look at moon, you want to look at moon, Venus, you want to look at Mars. I personally like to look at Juno. There's some other things that you can look at as well. And then you need to be able to do a comparison within these to see what the overall energetic heartbeat of the relationship is. What's the real vibration? Is it a positive one or is it a negative one? And that can be defined. But the general rule to answer your question is supposed to be a yes, but you need to know this science to figure out if it's really true to the game. Okay. Yeah, so Nick said, any advice on me being born of Regulus fixed star August 22nd? Yeah, regulators mount up. Salute to Warren G, rest in peace. Nate Dogg. Regulus is very interesting because you're dealing with the star in which, first of all, we got to understand that Benjamin Banneker laid out Washington, D.C. And literally surveyed this, the land and say, we're going to put the capital here. And then later, there are 3 buildings that are erected to 3 stars that form a celestial triangle in the heavens. And Regulus is one of those stars. And the physical monument or building that represents Regulus in DC is the U.S. Capitol buildings where they make the laws. Regulus nickname is Little Ruler, Little King. And I would ask, how do you take leadership in charge? That's very interesting because you could be, either you're a 29 degree Leo or you're a 0 degree Virgo, and that has to be identified. I think on a global scale, like the whole country, the most powerful country, they say the most powerful country in the world, patterns its ability to make laws. So the legislative body, the one who makes the law, is setting the rules. So this could be you setting the rules, but obviously your sphere of influence is 100% up to you. You know what I'm saying? Are you going global politics? You starting your own village? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to remain local and keep it more on a personal entrepreneurial level or just in your life? So the purpose of that particular star deals with power and leadership. And again, it's perfect for you to channel that energy and just make it apply to your desired areas of your life. You see what I'm saying? Your desired areas of your life. And so if you see yourself running for the supervisor for a warehouse, that's still leadership. Or if you see yourself entering politics, if you see yourself, just playing any game, you know what I'm saying? It will be great for you to identify when the moon every month is conjunct Regulus and do a meditation as it pertains to your leadership. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you tap it every month, okay? So everybody pour on in. Everybody click the thumbs up button for me, please. Thumbs up button for me. I'm going to show y'all something. We also going to do a double header. I'm mad that I didn't put it in the email. We're going to get into Spot 'em, Got 'em, too. You know what I'm saying? Carbon beans, knock your legs off. That guy right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're going to have to get into that. So we're going to get into the back half after I show y'all some Princess Diana stuff. All right. So thumbs up button for me, please. We're going to get started in 6 minutes. OG Bruce Lee, what's happening? Largo, the greatest period all day. Malargo. I think a young boy in Philly. Why do that seem like that's the name of his t-shirt? Malargo. Yeah, seems like that's the name of a t-shirt. A clothing brand in Philly, young entrepreneur. Spirit God, you welcome. Yeah, YT girlfriend, don't say my name weak. Oh shoot, hold on. But I'm slow. What YT stand for? Highlight 2300. What's YT? Oh, YouTube. My YouTube girlfriend. Oh shit, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, Nick. Check it out. Oh, it means miracle in Spanish. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm gonna look that up. I'm quite sure that dude's brand is that. But yeah, anybody got a question? Put it in the chat real fast. I don't mind. I'll throw your birthday in there real fast and change, and show you something. T speaks. What up? And show y'all some game. I don't care. You know what I mean? Let's do it though. Let's do it before 1:30. You know what I mean? What this joint look like? There we go. All right. Yeah. Let me see something here. I got another tab open. Bontu Viking. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening, Captain? Yeah, so y'all got if y'all got a question on the chart, feel free. Your chart. Let me know. Let me know. Or we're gonna get into this Princess Diana. I want to show y'all how to be able to forecast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all is super well with me, man. All is really, really, really good. Yeah, all is good, man. Close the deal today. So we about to. Oh, you 28 degrees? Nah, you ain't misleading. I mean, you about two. Regulus is what just really ingressed the Virgo a few years ago at 0 degrees. So you 2 degrees away. So 2 degrees is where you want to be because it's tight. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. They start at 10, which means you're in close proximity. The closer you get, the more direct it is. So you 2 degrees away, you straight. I bet you 1 and some change. You probably ain't even a full 2 degrees. All right. But no, I'm good, man. To Viking, man, I'm super good. We closed the wholesale deal today. So the seller signed off at noon. The buyer signs off in 30 minutes at 2:00. Wire the money over. The documents are coming from Florida because the buyer is in Florida. And so next day FedEx, the papers won't be back until tomorrow. When title get the papers, the actual signed stuff, then they can disperse the funds and that can go pick up that 5-digit check. All right. So quick little, what we do on that one, man? We only made $10,000 on that one, man. I really thought we can get 40 to 65,000, but the investor pool was being cheap as hell. And it was something, man, that really honestly, if we were in position to buy a property, you could have bought this property for 65,000 is what I had it in contract for. I'm sorry, 85,000 was had it in contract for. And I bullshit you not. The day you bought it, you should have called a realtor and put that thing on the market, and you could sell it for 150 and make, what's 150 minus 65? I mean 85. That's $65,000. You could have made 65,000 profit and whatnot, because that's what the market is doing. So of course investors don't want to pay market price because they want the investor hookup. You know what I'm saying? But somebody would have bought it at 150 if we would have put it on the MLS. Nevertheless, man, we made a phone call to one of our people who I've done business with before, and they willing to pay what was it? 95 for it. Since we got it in contract for 85, they paid 95. We made 10 bands, and we just keep it moving. Yep. So that's today. Another one in the books. Lex Black, what up, man? What up, bro? What's happening? Appreciate you. All right, so it's 1:30. I don't know what the thumbs up look like, man. Everybody got to get the thumbs up, man. What we look like over there. All right, so we there. All right, so Pop. Let me do something real fast. Let me share my screen. All right, so you guys should be able to see my screen, right? What I'm going to do is I am, first of all, I want to get rid of that one. I'll get rid of that one. Hey, stop that. That's crazy. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, here we go. All right, so y'all should be able to see my screen. It don't matter the location, but that's cool. I'm going to take us over to Paris, France. The observatory in France, okay? And what I want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I want us to go back in time, okay, to Princess Diana's birthday, okay, which she's born 7/1, which in of itself is a portal day. It's also Canada Day, 7/1, 1961. And what I want to go do is I want to go find the planet Mars in the sky, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to make it dark. And she has Mars by Regulus when she was born, right? And you see it right there, Mars by Regulus. And what I'm going to do, though, just for simple purposes, I'm going to put everything in the eastern sky so you can see it. Yes? So when Diana was born on 7/1/1961, I want to go to the planet Mars because the planet Mars, as you know, is going to give me an indicator of accidents. This is the accident zone. Wherever Mars is in your birth chart, that is the potential accident zone. I will dare say Mars and Uranus. And note that Uranus is back there, ladies and gentlemen. So if we were to type in Uranus, you see that? Bam! Uranus is way, way, way back there emitting this ray. Now, everybody strap on because we're about to go out of space. Y'all ready? We're going to go see. Bam! We out there in Uranus, okay? Read me my Miranda rights, nigga. All right. So you got Uranus is there, the planet of accidents, happens to be in a straight line with Mars as well. Now, let me minimize this if you knew and say, well, how do we know that represents that, sir? Then I am going to tell you, let's just go find some keywords. Let's see. Hold on. There go Mars. I always show you that Mars equals accidents. Look at the top left. It says accidents on Mars. I'm not making it up. Okay. I'm just simply sharing a very old science that's been noted. So let's keep Mars there because I know we're going to need that later. Let's also get the planet Mercury there. While we have Mercury there, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go to the far right to the second one. You're going to see the word travel. I'm not making it up. You see it. You see travel. Okay. You also see deceit as well, but travel. Okay. And let's pull up Uranus. It's Uranus, the weirdo. Top left, accident. You mean to tell me accidents with Uranus? Top left. Okay. And Mars, top left. Those are both accidental energies, and she's born with the two accidental energies in the same region of space. Now, Princess Di was basically, dead from a car crash. Yes, this car crash happened in 1997 on August the 31st. Okay. Yes, it did. Now what I want to go do is I want to go find the planet Mercury in the sky. Bam! Because Mercury represents travel. I just showed you that. Right? Mercury represents travel. Okay. So we can put it in the east if we want to. No problem. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And there's Mercury. So Mercury's in the same position where Mars was, and in the straight line of space where Uranus was. Okay. Let me come back and check on you guys. You okay? Y'all all right? Y'all okay? Y'all see that? What's up, Kim Bailey? Saying code for John. Can't see it on display. Tanya, what's up? What's up? Lance Gray, what it do? You can't see what I was saying? You got to be shitting me. Hold on. All right, hold on. That's why I got to come back. All right, my bad. We ain't got no problem. All right, there we go. Now let me show you. That may show you. All right. All right. So now, since you couldn't see it, let me reverse engineer it. Okay. Get out of my way. Thank you. All right. So the day that she dies, ladies and gentlemen, Mercury in August 31st, 1997 is right here under the lion in a straight line with Regulus. Okay. Now, that's Mercury. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to 7/1/1961. Okay. 7/1/1961. And what I want to do is look for Mars. There we go. There's Mars right here. You see that? Mars, right by Regulus. And the planet Uranus, which I didn't see since I don't want to rob you of that. Okay. Bam, there go Uranus, and we zoom into Uranus. Well, I said, make sure you read the Miranda rights. That's why, because of that moon, that satellite around Uranus. So Uranus is here, planet of accidents, in a straight alignment with Mars. Okay. Then I showed that, hey, ladies and gentlemen, look on the top left. Mars has a keyword for accidents. And then I said, hey, look at Uranus, top left. Accidents. That's a double accidental energy. So, since Diana is born with a double accidental energy right here by the star Regulus, what a coincidence that the person in the chat, what did they ask me? Hey, what's up with Regulus? They didn't even know I was doing something on Regulus. You see how this shit work? I keep telling you, everybody is connected for a reason. Okay? It looked like Regulus may be the reason today. All right. So anyway, this will mean that anytime planets in the sky get in this region of space, Diana could become more accident prone. Okay. So again, if we go back to 1997, August the 31st, and we were to look by the lion, bam, there goes Mercury right there, exactly where Mars and Uranus was. Because again, when you go to see what Mercury is, go to the far right, number 2 down. What do you see? Travel. So when the planet of travel is in the same region where 2 planets of accidents are, what is the likelihood? This is a time where you could be in an accident. The unique thing is this, that happens every year. So why that particular year? Okay. It's a whole bunch that could potentially go into that as to why, but it don't matter because a competent astrologer should be able to tell you this timeline this year is here, because this is not every year at the same time. Okay. Not the same precise time, because Mercury retrogrades. And what if Mercury, August 31st this year, Mercury ain't right there because it's retrograde and it appears back in Cancer. You see what I'm saying? So, but every year, without a shadow of a doubt, Mercury comes through this particular spot, this location. So therefore, you would need to know when to issue the code red alert. Y'all understand? Let me know y'all understand that. Katrina, what's up? Let me know y'all understand that. Let me know so y'all understand, so we can move on to my man. Swody Sparta Pepper Car. We're gonna move over to Spot 'em Got 'em. Okay. And I just pulled Spot 'em Got 'em up today. Like, man, let me go look real fast. But I'm gonna show y'all something. So let me know that y'all understand. Y'all good? Y'all see that? Give it to me. Let me go check. I'm gonna go check YouTube. Okay. So Rudy asked, what about a sextile to Uranus? Now, a sextile means opportunity, without a shadow of a doubt. It means opportunity. When you're dealing with Uranus, with all these planets, its energy is its energy. A sextile is supposed to be considered good, but it don't necessarily mean good shit can happen, especially when a planet conjuncts. Because I done seen Mars conjunct some shit, and then the negative side of Mars come out, and the conjunction is supposed to be. So you got to understand the nature of the planets and whatnot. Okay. All right. So I think saying Alpha John gave me the thumbs up. All right, y'all ready for Spot 'em Got 'em? All right. So if you don't know, Spot 'em Got 'em is a young rapper out of Jacksonville. Why don't want this go away? All right. So anyway, and you will see that they pulled up on him. One, he got shot in the hip. All right. And they left 22 fucking bullet holes on the driver's side. So that's Martian all day because of the gunshots. And it's Mercury because he was driving down I-95. Okay. Now, the person that he was with sustained gunshots to both of the legs. Okay. Now, hold on, I'm sorry, because y'all can't see that. But as Minister Jew said, I'm gonna share that screen. As Minister Jew said, this was a dude whose opening verse is, carbon beam, knock your legs off, right? That's his whole thing. And that shit went super crazy out of here. Carbon beams, knock your leg off, bam. And this man gets shot 5 times, and this person in the car gets shot in the legs. He gets shot in the hip, also in the legs, they said. One report said. And now your words are weaving reality. We keep telling you, we meaning myself, Minister Jew, you cannot believe in vision boards and speak it into existence and then act like the fucking raps that you say don't yield no power. It don't go that way. The ether doesn't know that you're just being expressive. You know what I'm saying? And it don't care either. Clearly, it does not care. So we know that words have power, man. We already know that shit. Okay. So that's interesting that your words then got stuck in this spider web that we're weaving, and then that shit came back on you. The question is, can we be able to foresee, and we can, the timeline in which the manifestation of the physical event can occur? That's the beautiful thing about this particular science, okay? All right, so let's go back to a screen share real fast. Bam. All right. So we talking about this little fella here. He's funny as a motherfucker. I really love this kid. Love his energy. So anyway, he was shot Friday morning, September 17th, while driving down I-95. They left 22 bullet holes on the driver's side of the car. Another man sitting in the back seat of the car sustained gunshot wounds to both of the legs. And that's why I say when you listen to a song, Carbon Beam, knock your legs off. That was his shit. Okay. All right. So they say that his birthday is 10/19/2001. Okay. Now watch this. Okay. So let's go to 2001. 10/19. But this time we're going to switch it up. I want to go find Mercury. And where's Mercury? Mercury appears right here by the hand of the Virgin. Okay? By the hand of the Virgin. I'm not making it up. On 10/19. By the hand of the Virgin. So he gets shot recently, right? In 2021 on 9/17. What is not too far in vicinity? One, Mercury is in the same region of space by the hand of the Virgin. And look who's creeping. Look whose energy is coming. Mars. at the shoulder of the Virgin. Now, last I checked, the shoulder bone's connected to your elbow bone, the elbow bone connected to your, wrist bone. Remember that little song, right? So it's a connection here. So now he has Mars in the sky is actually coming to where the planet was. And guess what? And it's still coming. He is not out of the blue here because Mars just now got in this particular vicinity. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. If we follow Mars and we say, go back to a month ago, we can see the future, nigga. This is how you see the future, right? Let's go up in time. Because we know that the arm of the Virgin is the soft spot. But back in August, Mars was over here at the foot of Leo, right? Back in June, Mars appears to be way over here in Cancer. The Virgin, way over here, is the soft spot, okay? So we can go up in the future and say, oh, I know for a fact when Mars gets close to Mercury in the same spot, this is the time you beef up security, and this is the time that you're more accident prone, and you gotta be cool. You know what I'm saying? This is the time when you better lay low. Don't mean you have to lay low, but if you got a certain energy about you, you just need to know when to lay low, I would think. Okay. So that's really simple, ladies and gentlemen. If you get the gist of what I'm saying here, hold on. Let me minimize that there. All right. So if you get the gist of what I'm saying here is, look what I really said. Look what I showed you. When Princess Di was born, Mars was in the location, and then Mercury in the sky got there. So it's Mercury and Mars. But then when Spotum was born, Mercury is here and Mars in the sky is there. It's the same combination. You see what I'm saying? And when you get the same combination, guess what? You can get the same kind of results because the energy is the energy. You see what I'm saying? This is why, in my opinion, two things. One, you gotta be mindful of the energy you project, who you are, where you come from, right? You see, there's a J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar type, and more Kendrick because Kendrick is, you know what I'm saying? That's LA bound. That's Crip blood. You know what I mean? That's there. He can come out into the world and project that, and he can be about that in his personal life, and then project that out into the world. But then that element comes with that shit. Or he could be an observer of such and honed in his craft, and what he would call be humble in a sense. And I'm not saying be humble as in be quiet. It's more of the way I take the be humble is more of be in tune with your divinity, your higher purpose. So therefore, if I don't exude that energy and I put myself in the mode of positivity, then what comes around is nothing but positivity, right? Or if you come out and project yourself with carbon beam, knock your legs off. And I seen the video where Spalding got him and then was in the mall and somebody came up on him with the camera, just wanted to meet and greet him. They're like, yeah. And we got it on us too. And they pull out them goddamn guns. But rightfully so, because you're famous, you come from a certain element. But in your mind, in real life, you really ready to knock somebody's legs off. You know what I'm saying? So now this energy has to manifest itself for you to get your attention, hopefully to get your attention to turn inwardly to get you to grow and evolve. You see what I'm saying? So that's it in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't hard. It ain't rocket science. You know what I'm saying? The astro science is some of the most, to me, in my opinion, I think it's the most easiest thing to understand. You know what I'm saying? It's just energy of potentials. Once you understand listen, the entire world can be summed up into 12 sectors of space. And then it's like, that's saying a whole goddamn lot. You mean all the options that we have in the world can be summed up under 12 universal laws? Damn. Let me learn these 12 then, because that's easy. It's just 12 that can sum up everything and define reality. You see what I'm saying? Kelvin, what up? Tahuti was good. You know what I mean? So that's it, man. So if you got a question, drop it in the chat. I'm willing to do your chart real fast if you want to get into that. You know what I'm saying? You got a question, you know what I'm saying? Put it in there. Or if you want to see what I see, I like to use these kind of moments for education purposes. And I didn't show y'all a static 2D chart looking at this. To me, it's better to see it in the sky as the planets are rotating through the constellations. You know what I'm saying? And especially when you have what's called a conjunction, where the planet in the sky is in the same region of space of where another planet was at. It's just easier to see and understand. You understand what I'm saying? Lance Gray, you cheating, man. You know you always got the green light, bro. You know you always good for it. 110.78. 110.78. Jasmine. 9788. You just missed your birthday, Jasmine. What time were you born? Jasmine. And what city were you in? Birthday, time, and city. Birthday, time, and city. I give you some game. Drop me $20 in the cash. I'm gonna give you something. All right. So I want to do Jasmine. 9788. I need your time and make sure you let me know AM or PM and the city you were born in, Jazz. I need that. I need that. What's up, Cheryl? What's up, T Speaks? Oh shit, from the city of Compton. I was born at 143 too, but totally on the other side of the United States. All right, so we gonna do Jasmine real fast. All right, you got a question, Jasmine, or you want to go with a quick general? All right, please be advised. This is for educational purposes, so it is out in the public. 1:43 p.m. will be 1300, right? 1:43, and we're going to go to Compton. Beautiful city of Compton. All righty, let me see if she got a question. General is fine. All right, so she said general's fine. All right, cool. All right, so let me share my screen so you can see what's going on. All right, let me get rid of B-Box. All right, so here's a chart right here. It's 2D, you know what I'm saying? Notice that she just had a birthday because her sun's right here, but the sun is over here now at 29 degrees because tomorrow or later on today perhaps is the fall equinox, the first day of spring, first day of the fall season. So anyway, her sun's close to the sun because she just had a birthday. Oh, she got a Leo moon and Venus. I love when women got Venus and Leo. I'm a pretty woman. All right, Sag rising, Jimmy. All right, so what's sticking out to me though is Saturn right here and Jupiter. They're in your money house, Pluto as well. You got some big players in your money house, especially with Saturn in your financial house. This is a time where you should definitely be conserving your finances and taking it very, very, very serious. It's like a time where for the next 1.5 years, definitely, and even by the law of progression, I would really say 2 to 2.5 years, this is just a time for you to get very serious focus on money. Not that you can't spend it, but be conservative and be very disciplined and like really level all the way up financially. Saturn wants you to become very, very successful as it pertains to finance and whatnot. So make financing a key. Then I will also say check on mommy, because your moon is 9 degrees Leo over here, and Saturn, or could be your dad too, is 7 degrees Aquarius. So you have Saturn opposite your moon. So this will be a time where I will say, check on your parents, make sure that they are dealing with, make sure that their health is cool. You know what I mean? They should make sure that their own health is cool because it's their responsibility and whatnot. But this definitely could represent some type of parental responsibility. It's funny because I got Saturn on my moon. My stuff is completely opposite yours, and then it's like I've become the parent for my parents to a degree. You know what I'm saying? So the roles have reversed at this particular time. So just check in with your parents. And then my last thing I will say, looking at your chart, because you stand to potentially inherit some money because you got energy in the 8th house. But it squares Pluto, which is the planet of death and inheritance itself. It's like this little beef going on with this small red line from Pluto right here going over to this. And Pluto and Scorpio rules this region called the 8th house right here. So when I see that common denominator keeps popping up, I would say two things. One, as it pertains to inheritances, make sure that everything is on the up and up, far as paperwork, probate issues, like no probate, like a will. If there's no will that was left behind, then all of a sudden it goes to probate, and then probate can give it to whoever they want to give it to. So it's about taking care of business after death, that kind of shit, even in your own personal life. And when it comes to your parents, take care of that kind of stuff. And then on a whole nother level, girl, you got some, I don't know how to sugarcoat this. But when you got Venus and the moon and even Juno in the 8th house and they in Leo, this is very romantic, very loving, very sexual. You're one of the people I would give the pass to really look into two Eastern arts, one of Taoism and the other one would be India Tantra, because you just have a sexual magnetism about you that people can just love. You know what I'm saying? And then you may even love it yourself, and you can explore that as it pertains to knowledge, wisdom, understanding, liberation, enlightenment. Keep it on the high side and not the dirty low side. And it's some great learning that's there. Okay. So I appreciate you. I hope that made sense to you here. Let me see something. That makes sense. K Money, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? All right. So that make any sense to you, Jasmine? Let me scroll back up. All right. Some of y'all got home court advantage. Lance Gray, he know he got home court advantage. He get readings every time I'm on here, man. He home court. Tahuti Kelvin know he home court. Who is that? I need the full thing now. I need a birthday, a time of birth, and city of birth. Like T Speaks, where you at? I see the birthday. Oh, Tampa, Florida. I see you. I see you, T Speaks. All right, so 4/22/82. 4/22/82. Hold on, let me edit this data. 4/22/1982. And you were at 2:27. Oh, is that AM or PM? T Speaks, AM or PM? And you're born in Tampa. Let me know that in the chat. What time did you say? 2:27. All right, 227. Y'all remember that show? 227. In Tampa. Tampa. Tampa, Florida. I need to know if that's AM or PM though, T Speaks. I need that. Where you at? T Speaks PM. All right, we about to load you up. That's what I had in here. All right, we about to load you up. Let me share my screen so you can see how I arrived to these crazy conclusions of mine. All right. Woo! Ooh-wee. All right, man. All right. All righty here. All right. So you're having a Mars return. The first thing I'll tell you is, look, Mars in the sky is exactly where it was when you were born. Positive side, be passionate, work out. It should be a boost of energy that you're experiencing right now. Hit the gym, have a creative outlet. This is the punching bag. This is physical sweat. This ain't meditation. Mars wants the physicality, physically sweat. I always say this is how it's the dog that tear your house up because you don't walk him. But when you start walking him and you got a good outlet, he'll stop tearing the house up. So extreme passion in finances. If I were you, for sure, even with your moon over there in the 8th house and all this second house, you got what's called a second house stellium, because you got 3 or more planets in one location. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have 3 or more planets, this is called a stellium. It's just a swelling of energy. Okay. So although he's a Taurus, he's really a low-key Libra, because look at these 3 energies down here in Libra. You see what I'm saying? So his sign signature, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna show you. If we look at the planetary count in fire signs, he has 3 planets, not including this part of fortune. 3 in red. Then he has 1, 2, 3 in air. Now he's a Taurus, but he only has 2 planets in the earth sign, plus his ascendant, but 2 planets. And then in water signs, he only has 2 planets. So the majority of the planets itself appears to be in the air signs, just dealing with planets, air and fire, right? And then you can strip it down into the cardinal, fixed, or mutable. And he looks like he has more planets in cardinal. 1, 2, 3, 4. In fixed, he only has 1, 2, 3. And then in mutable, he has 1, 2, 3. Okay. So he would either be a cardinal air sign, which cardinal air is Libra, or a cardinal fire sign, which is Aries. And he only got 1 planet in Aries, in a sense. So I think his sign signature is more over here as the Libra. So he's a Taurus, but he a low-key Libra. And this is why you got to be able to read the chart in totality. Okay. But anyway, with your chart, like I would, if I was your child, if I was your parent and had you early by understanding this, I would have definitely, I believe in free will, but I just think there's something financially that's there for you. Accounting, bookkeeping. I would have had you minor, even if you got passion in something else, you should have minored in business accounting or something. You know what I'm saying? Something that's dealing with numbers, because all those red lines, you're gonna have to balance that shit out. Meaning you're gonna have to activate it. You see what I'm saying? And for you, when it comes to your money as well, because see, you got Saturn in opposition to that moon, man. That could be daddy and mommy having an inheritance, and then there's some type of delay, because Saturn represents delay. So let's just hypothetically say one of your parents passed, but for some reason there's a delay to you getting to the finances. So the same advice I gave Jasmine, you got to take care of that shit too. You got to make sure, hey, would you leave me in the will? I need to know. I don't have a will. Well, you need to make a will. Mom, dad, you know what I'm saying? Insurance, beneficiaries, that kind of shit. And then you need to apply that same rule of logic in your personal life. But as of right now, I'm going to put you under a code red advisory, meaning be careful with sharp, hot instruments. Be careful when you're traveling. You want to get some rosary beads. If you believe in the Christian faith, rosary beads are dope. The Spanish community don't fuck around. They know what time it is. They put them on the rearview mirror. I always got to reference my man Gunplay, Jupiter Jack, aka Don Logan, from Maybach Music, down with Rick Ross. He came out with one of my favorite songs ever is Bible on a Dash. You know what I'm saying? And he in the album cover is an AK-47 with, in the drive, he in the driver's seat with an AK-47 with a Bible on the dash. In fact, I got it. I'm gonna show it to you. Here, let me share my screen real fast. Because I got a code red thing that I give all my people. My people is those that are inside of my monthly network report, right? We talk about the evil hand, the eye, the Hamza to repel negative energy. TI is now known to be wearing this particular amulet constantly around as a charm around his neck. There's a psalm that you can recite. Psalm 27 is a good one to protect yourself from negative energy. Okay. The prayer to Saint Michael ain't no freaking joke, but is a dope one as well. Then invoking the violet flame. Only thing you got to do is just say you are that. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. Especially if you can put yourself in the sunlight while saying that and feeling the light as a purple ray of light that is touching you, because this is the highest color frequency of light in the visible spectrum, and therefore negative energy can't propel and get to you because that energy is much denser than this. Okay, that's examples of the violet flame in real life. I will hit you like Cyclops with my third eye. Bam! Right? But no, that's examples of the violet flame. That's examples of the violet flame. And these are two different years. The first one is 2015, and this one is 2013. All right. So you see light coming down. But there go Bible on the dash right there. You know what I'm saying? You see that Jesus piece. I'm not necessarily telling you to get a Jesus piece. The cross will suffice. The rosary beads, you know what I'm saying? Prayer, a traveler's prayer. The Jewish people travel with these kind of laminated cards in their wallet. And but I'm gonna tell you something about the dashboard game in the wind view mirror game is the elemental energies are very, very knowledgeable. They're very intelligent. And I got Tylenol there because usually when you have a Martian ray, you can have a headache at this time. And so I'm not recommending that you put it together, but me personally, and this is just my my opinion. Again, I'm not recommending you take anything, but for me, I know if I'm under a Mars transit, then I may want to pop that. You know what I'm saying? And like they got Bayer for high blood pressure. We supposed to take a low dose aspirin every day or whatever the case may be. But y'all get where I'm going with this, because it's the blood chemistry that's changing, and that ray of light coming from Mars is interfering with your own electromagnetic field, and then it throws your shit off, and then next thing you know, you got a headache. So these are ways to get on top of the Martian energy, okay? Along with making sure that you absolutely are not harboring any anger, any resentment, any unresolved energy. Let that shit out immediately. Even if you got to burst on somebody, go ahead and just get it on out of the way. But the goal is to never allow yourself to accumulate a negative expression, because if you do that and that planet's in this particular spot, this is the prime ample time where you can become you can have an experience that you may not really want. I'll put it that way. Okay. All right. 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 Yeah, man, that stuff, man, it's easy, man. And listen, I only do this shit for $19.99, so I don't even get a full $20, nor do I even get the whole $19.99, right? To be honest with you, I'm not trying to have 500 motherfuckers in here, because that's put more responsibility on my plate, and I don't feel like doing that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Nor do I feel like having 100 motherfuckers that I gotta look out for only $20 a month. It has to really become worth my time, you know what I'm saying? And $20 ain't worth my goddamn time, even though it only takes me about, I can knock a report out in 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? 5 minutes when I'm just really taking my time, you know what I mean? So, but still, the trade-off, I'm gonna be honest with you, it just don't, for $20, because it takes my time to do it, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I'd rather daydream than make $20, you know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, fucked up, but it's the truth, man. All right? So it ain't about the money, clearly. It ain't about the money. Not at $20, and I'm giving you life-saving information. It cannot be about the money. You know what I mean? Miss Laverne Thomas Bay. You cheating, Miss Laverne. Miss Laverne, I think I got you in here already. Don't I got you in here? Um, I'm sorry, T Speaks, if I refer to you as male. I think you in the networks and stuff, right? Let me know if you are, because you got home court. You super good. Nicholas Keith is out in Buffalo. All right. So 12/20/91, 9/11 in the morning, 12/20/91. Let's see. Let's see, sir. 12/20/91. Oh, and that last chart I just did, and women too. It could be mom. You got some parental karma that you got to resolve. So if you got a relationship that you need to improve with one of your parents, improve that, because it's going to fuck with the quality of your relationships, because the moon can represent mommy, Saturn can represent dad, and then the moon also represents a woman, which could be how it's just the feminine aspect of yourself and how you relate to women. So if there is some unresolved karma that's there, just be careful that it don't morph into your relationships and whatnot. So if there's room for improvement, try your best to improve it. It don't necessarily mean that you have to be around the person, but making amends and being okay. And even if a parent is deceased, y'all can do this shit retroactively in the mind's eye, okay, and inside. And I'm not saying just through, visualization, but like literally you can do it through the practice of like it was real. Do this shit all the time. I know it sounds crazy, but we got results. You're December 2091, 9:11 a.m. in Buffalo. All right, 9:11 in Buffalo. Was that PM? For some reason I think that's PM. Or is it AM? It's AM. AM, 9:11 AM in Buffalo with Griselda. All right. Buffalo. Damn, Conrad. Conrad. Let me see. Buffalo, New York. Bam. All right, let me make sure I'm sharing that screen. Let me share that screen. All right, you up 12/20/91, 9:11 a.m. in Buffalo. So what jumps out to me is all of this energy in the 12th house, because it's the sun, it's Uranus, it's Neptune. When you have 12th house energy, these are people who are very intuitive, psychic, and musical and whatnot. Although you got two energies in Capricorn and one in Sag. But I'm sensing the highest side of this, in my opinion, when you're dealing with the 12th house, has always been making sure. I got you next, Devor. Making sure that you really cultivate spirit to the highest ability, man. And I think this energy is about the extreme sides of both poles, knowing what the signs and the planets represent. Anything in between is mediocre average shit. And I don't like average shit. You know what I'm saying? So why not get the highest out of it? And when you have a 12th house stellium, in my opinion, this is the region of transcendental consciousness. I talk about it all the time. It's the psychic ability. But where's the information coming from for you to be able to have accuracy before the actual event takes place? That is a whole nother level that comes on in the mind. We all have it, but it's dormant. So meditation, visualization becomes paramount for someone who has a 12th house stellium. The 12th house is the house of escapism. It wants to get away. and go off into the retreat. It's like the hermit on a tarot card. You know what I mean? That's, it's the hermit. Let me go off into the woods and I'll be here all week with no cell phone, getting in tune with nature and really get in tune with my higher self. You're the kind of person that need to have like off in the woods for X amount of time and do that fire ceremony where you stare at fire and you're going to see something. It's going to be something that's really relevant to you in your experience, but the goal is to get you to expand in super consciousness and cosmic consciousness. Transcendental consciousness is the key. So cultivate your spiritual mind. It's the best advice I can give you. I think that's just of the highest order, because the 12th means you finish. You're going to start all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, then what's the 12th? Spirituality, transcendental. Oh, let me practice that shit. Okay, so that's like telepathy. Telepathy is more moving. Well, no, you can do that too, but like really practice the mind science. All right. So Deborah is 12876, 12:01 a.m. She's a midnight baby. She's probably gonna be a fourth houser. Deborah, are you Deborah? Let me see, Deborah. Do I know Deborah? Do I know you from Facebook? I know you, Deborah. 12876. I'm gonna put you in 12:01 a.m. All right, so she's 12876. 1976. What time was you born? 12 what? 12:01 in Newport News. I always say I bought my first motorcycle from Newport News, Virginia. I did, real story. The 96 CBR 900 RR. Everybody was riding Suzuki's, and then I wanted to be different. No. That was my second bike. That wasn't my first bike. My first bike was a 900. My second bike was a 929. And it was kicking my ass on them Suzuki's too. Like, oh, that's why everybody got a Suzuki. It was torching my ass on that bike, man. I mean, wasn't even close. All right, so let me share my screen with you. Let me see, Mr. Cheryl Scurry. All right, I'm gonna do. Oh yeah. I know you. I know who you are, Miss Deborah. We gonna see why you be having that energy. Why we gonna tap into that. So let me share. So she's no stranger, but I'm gonna see if it pop up before I kind of just say some shit. All right, there it is, right there. We got Mars in the 8th. That explains it. So, I did not know your crazy butt was an Aquarius, though. All right, so what's up with you and Dad? Is Dad still alive? Even if not, this is a perfect time for you two to deal with some forgiveness and letting some things go. And the reason I'm saying that, because notice at the very bottom, Saturn's right here, which represents Daddy, and the Sun represents Daddy, and your Sun has a red line going across to that Saturn. So you at a period of your life where you got that at 28 Cancer. It's like Saturn opposite Saturn in a sense. So, and it's just all this dad energy is popping up. And so I would say, or older male figure, or sometimes it's mom, but it's coming off more masculine. Just really make amends with that, so life could be, better. You also have the ancestral gateway marking, where you can communicate with people that's on the veil on the other side, predominantly family members. Could definitely be a male figure who's passed on that looks after you, in a sense. I had a name that actually popped up, man. Sometimes I limit myself and not want to sound crazy. And it could be somebody that's just on here, period. You know what I'm saying? Because that happens. Well, I had somebody named Donald pop up. But anyway, I'm just looking at your grand airtron. So that blue triangle that you have pointing down is very interesting because it's all in air signs, meaning every planet at the point of the blue triangle is in the air sign. And air sign represents communication. And I can honestly say what I've always admired about you is your bluntness, your forwardness to be who you are. And I think that's your Mars in Gemini in the 8th house, which represents open sexual communication. With Mars and Jimmy. Mars is the passion and the sex, and the 8th house is also sex, and then Jimmy is communication. You see what I'm saying? And since it's the 11th house, since it's the age of Aquarius, and your Mars has this great relationship with a blue line going down to your sun, which is Aquarius in technology. Technology will be able to help you. So you should definitely and could go for what was that shit they was doing? Me only fans page type of thing. You could have one of those pages and it could really pop for you. And that's just something that you could definitely express. Concluding, I would say please be careful with who you allow to have access to your money, because you were born with Neptune, the planet of deception on the negative side, is in your finance house. It's number 2. And then it's in opposition, put in that red line all the way over there to Mars. And Mars in the 8th represents joint finances. And remember, see, this is somebody that you can have a sexual relationship with because it's the 8th house and Mars, but they could steal money from you. Or you can steal money from them. The energy goes both ways. So you have to be careful on who you allow to have access to your finances because of that Neptune marker that's there. You got some interesting sacred geometry because you also got something called a mystic rectangle. So if you look at, you can see a blue rectangle and then it has a red X going in the middle of it. Okay. And so the mystic rectangle represents a pair of trines, which are the longer blue legs, a pair of sextiles, which are the shorter blue legs, and then two pairs of oppositions, which are the red lines going across. Okay. And so that's something called the mystic rectangle. So you have the mystic rectangle along with a grand air trine. But it's interesting because your air trine points down. It doesn't point upward. Okay. And so what that could mean is in alchemy, this is fire. Okay. And this is water. This is the female going down. And then air symbol is this, and then it'll have a line going through it. Right. So this is air. Okay. And here's fire. Fire is just your regular triangle. And then air, which is a masculine energy, is that one. And then the feminine ones obviously go down. Okay. And so now the one that's going down is water. And then the one that goes down and have a line in it is earth. Okay. And so these are your alchemical symbols. Okay. But you have a masculine air trine that deals with communication, but it points downward in a feminine fashion, which means your communication should be about the feminine. You see what I'm saying? And so this is how you understand this shit, man. But I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. Oh shit! Damn, you serious? I just checked. Yes, you are correct. My uncle passed, and Donald is my old foster parent. Yeah. See, I knew it. See, that's what I'm saying. When you get into this shit, like when you really, really get into this shit, this is the part of consciousness that has to develop in every human being. And when you get to this particular state right here, when you recognize it and you have an experience of a confirmation that comes through, this is when you have to get ready to, how can you go back to the bullshit? How can I go back to the streets and start doing bullshit? And how can I even start neglecting the things that foster and deal with the cultivation of the mind? That Donald energy message was really good. It was one of warmth, that everything is good. And it just would be, I don't know what y'all got, like where y'all stand, but it's It's something for you to recognize and to be at peace and be good with. That's there. That was the whole purpose. Because when I was reading it, it flashed. You know what I'm saying? It came through. All right. All right. So who was that? I know you, beautiful blessings. What's up? Tanisha, you ain't got Mars in the eighth. Y'all girls with Mars in the eighth. That's some freaky. Oh, Cheryl Scurry. Cheryl, I'm about to do you, Cheryl Scurry. Cheryl. I got a property manager named Cheryl. Where you at? 7, 27, 72, 1530. She gave me military span. In Greenwood, South Cat. All right. So, let's see. Let me see something real fast. Show you how it worked, man. I'll show you how this worked. July 27th, 1972. She was born the year the 7 Deuce Cutlass, 1530, which is 3:30 p.m. And she was born in Greenwood, South Carolina. Greenwood is the district in Tulsa where Black Wall Street got burned down. If y'all didn't know that, Greenwood, South Cat. Where you at? Here we go. Here we go, Miss Cheryl. You ready to rock and roll? Let me share my screen. All right. July 27, 72, 3:30 p.m. Greenwood. So you got a Grand Airtron too. You almost had the Mystic Rectangle, but you got a Grand Airtron. Oh, you got an Aquarium moon. I like it. All right. So here's my message to you. When it comes to relationships, if you're married, and this is a long way out, but this planet Uranus right here in Taurus is getting close to your DC line, but it got some years. Be ready to revise relationships, because Uranus could represent divorce. Like, I'm not making this shit up. Like, if you look at a keyword for Uranus, you see it right here in the middle at the bottom. Bam, divorce. Okay. And so what happens is when this planet gets close to the DC represents the region of space that deals with marriage and relationships. So when that planet gets there, then if the shit is out of order, not in alignment, then you're going to be feeling an urgent need to divorce. Here's the key though. As long as the relationship has its unique individual personalities, both people or all parties involved are not losing their identity, right? Whatever that is, but not losing their identity. And is able to flow and feel a sense of freedom, then it's okay. It's all right. At best, now we have to look at some form of an unconventional relationship. An unconventional relationship, I always say, could be, fuck it, let's get a duplex. I'm going to live next door and you're going to live on the other side. And we're going to be cool with that because I like my own little space. But at the same time, I like being by you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just something that's unique that's there. But again, you got some time before that energy truly activates. So watch this. See, it's 24 degrees. Take this down, ladies and gentlemen, so y'all can understand how to read this stuff. We go to a site called Chaldea. All right. Did I spell it wrong? Khal. Chaldea. Here we go. And I go to an ephemeris. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to see Uranus gets up to what? Remember, her DC is 24 degrees Taurus. When will the planet Uranus be there? Well, I'm going to say it's going to be a couple years. So let's just even go to 26. Ooh, retrogrades. Let's go to year 25. Let's go to January. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. It may even hit it in 24 for real. Let me go back. Let me see. There we go. See, notice in December of 2024, in 3 years, Uranus is at 24 degrees Taurus. Okay. So it's at 24 degrees. It's gonna hit it. It's gonna hit it again in June. Actually, probably late May. There you go. In late May, I'm right here in this column, ladies and gentlemen. Well, y'all can't see the column, but I'm in this column right here. So if we go from the right, if we start at the right, looking at planetary glyphs with the red, that's Pluto. Go over Neptune. Go over the third one. That's Uranus. I want to get Uranus at 24 degrees Taurus. It already gave me the glyph right here at 20. On May the 1st, 2024, Uranus is at 22 degrees Taurus, 23 minutes, 15 seconds. I need to see when it's going to be at 24. Bam. Down here on May 29th, 2024, it's exactly at 24 degrees. Now, remember, that's just when it officially gets there. But when the energy is about 10 degrees out, you can start to feel it. When it's at 14 degrees. Well, where is Uranus at now? Uranus in the sky right now is what? 14 degrees. You see it in green? Means transit in the sky right now. Go up to my date. Today is September 21st. That's the day's date. So when I look at it, it's at 14 degrees. Wait a minute. 14 degrees is 10 degrees away. That's called a conjunction. So now we can give her the news and say, hey, Cheryl, when it comes to relationships, darling, you may be in something that's a little bit unconventional, something that's a little bit different. Don't be afraid of that. And when you were born with Uranus and Libra. So that deals with different relationships anyway. Something weird. Tell us, Cheryl, what is your weird relationship? You got something going on. What you got going on that's a little different there, right? Maybe a little something. You know what I mean? Oh, who was that? I know that ain't my Lisa. Phoenix Sundance. I seen Phoenix Sundance. I be thinking about that shit too. But I was just thinking about that shit the other day. I'll never forget. That was 2014. Was that 14? Emerald Mound. I think that was 14. She made it rain. Same house, different room. Yeah, you can have same house, different room, around the corner. Like, don't even, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even sweat it if you, like, been together forever, but we got our own place. And it's just how we like it. You know what I'm saying? Don't necessarily mean there's some hanky-panky with somebody else. See, what we got to understand is when you talk to people, there's an exchange of energy. Just by talking with people. That's why some people you don't want to talk to, because they drain you, they get on your nerve, whatever the case may be. There's exchange of energy. Let alone sleeping next to a person, there's exchange of energy. And so energy is always going to do three things. We're going to net zero and not do shit. And that's cool. We're going to go positive and you're going to give me a boost, or you're going to take me down. You know what I'm saying? Energy only knows three things. No reaction, positive reaction, negative reaction. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with having your own space, because that allows you to charge. That allows you to become one. You know what I mean? Complete. All right. Phoenix Sundance. All right. My wife's sister passed and we got custody of her twins at 8 months. 12 years together and 6 years married. Oh, got you. That's beautiful. Okay. So that's funny though. You said always said different rooms, right? 12 years. So 12 years, when you get to 13, 14, that'll be a little testing point. So watch that. All right. Watch that. I don't want to Pierre. What is it? Pierre. as long as I can get in contact with you, you know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I don't like nobody sending me no bread and I can't get in contact with you type of thing. Coach Michael, I never read Coach Michael before. Phoenix Sundance, you make it rain. You don't need no reading, darling, because you know how to make it rain. I seen you do it. I seen you. I seen you go in the zone and start raining. You know what I'm saying? So Coach Michael. Yeah, it's all good, sure. Nah, Coach Mike, I'm about to put you in here. 11/29/65. All right. 11/29/65. All right. And y'all see how I'm getting to this stuff? I hope y'all do, man. Because I swear I'm really doing this so y'all could figure out how this is how you connect the dots on this. All right. So he's what? 11/29/65. Okay, 11/29/1965. He was born at 11:35 a.m. in Lafayette. Hold on. 11. What was it? 11:35 a.m. in Lafayette, Alabama. Lafayette, the Frenchman. Lafayette. I'll spell it. Hold on. Lafay. Lafayette. Lafayette, Alabama, which is 32 degrees north of the equator. Sir Michael, you ready? Is you ready, Freddie? Oh man, a couple of y'all got Aquarius moons, man. No wonder y'all we all up in here. All right, let me share my screen, man. And then we go to a Q&A. Love you too, beautiful. All right. All right, so you got Jupiter, man. Jupiter right here in the sky is dead in the same region where your moon is. Jupiter's 23 degrees retrograde and coming back on top of your Juno in the 12th house. I like Juno. I like the moon and Juno together because Juno is an asteroid that can represent a marriage partner. And Jupiter here can represent some type of expansion. But this being, it's expansion for you and your partner. But I'm going to tell you something with this 12th house moon, man. That 12th house moon gives way to very, very, very psychic people. You know how I feel about that? It's 12th grade. It's that super consciousness thing I was talking about. Jupiter here is now in a position to help you expand. And the feminine counterpart, if you have one, should be practicing with you, or perhaps you're seeking her out. And it may be a foreign woman because Jupiter represents foreigners. And then in teachers. So it actually could be a foreign female teacher. Like if you were to pack your bags and go to India for a minute, I bet you would run into a female person. Female teacher. Because see, Jupiter is the guru. You see what I'm saying? And then the moon is that. So it's kind of like, y'all fall in love, or maybe if it's not, it could be the female teacher, or while you're there, you fall in love with somebody that's there as well. You know what I'm saying? Or it's you and your female partner is on a journey in spirit already. You see what I'm saying? So now is a time to really activate that. This is definitely not the time to do anything illegal, my friends, because the 12th house is the house of drugs, and then Jupiter represents law, and Saturn is not too far behind, and Saturn represents an aspect of government as well. So this is how you know you better lay low. No, it'd be no drugs and shit like that. And don't even drink and drive type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I see off rip. I mean, that just jumps off the top. And it's funny because transit Juno is dead on your natal Mercury. So I'm thinking, Coach Michael, you got something to do with some love in your life, man. There's some messages coming through about love. So tell us about your love life, Mike. Share it with us. Give us hopeless people some inspiration. You're not married. Okay. Give us some information about some love, man. Give us that. Nick, I think we read you. Didn't I read Nick earlier? I thought you was first. 82294. I thought you, or you was just telling me about the Regulus thing. 2:50 a.m. in Brooklyn. All right. Give us some information about that love life, Mike. Hold on while I go put Nick in real fast on 822, man. Then I'm gonna wrap it up. And I didn't think I was gonna be this long. But I just wanted to share so you guys can learn. So God can say you was born in 1994. So when God say, did you try your best to give them the information today? I can say, yes, ma'am, sir. I did try my best. In Brooklyn. He was born at 2:50 in the morning. Who's born at 2:50 a.m.? He's definitely a different kind of fella. All right, hold on. We're going to Brooklyn Zoo. Kings County. Hold on. Brooklyn. All right, man. Still looking? All right, man. So now's the time. Tanisha got Obama birthday. Hold on, I'm gonna do you, Tanisha. All right. All right, so who I'm rocking with? This is Sir Nick. All right. Ooh, you got the Pisces Moon. Stop playing. You blessed, man. You blessed, my friend. That's the Michael Jackson Moon. Pisces Moon goes back to that intuitive nature I was talking about. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I love the Pisces Moons. My favorite. And you got a grand water trine pointing downward. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I show y'all the alchemical signs of water? Water points down. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, man, you got some strong, and you're 2858 degrees. So you about 2 degrees, 1 degree and some change away from Regulus. 1 degree in 2 minutes, actually. So grand water. Study music, study spirituality, poetry, things of that nature, the mystical stuff. I think on the higher side is going to be the mental arts, developing your intuitive gift. You were blessed with a very, very, very dope intuitive gift, man. Very dope intuitive gift. Yeah, here go the names and shit. See, there's a woman in your ancestor house, the fourth house right here, Venus, that's connected to you. That could be easily coming through to you at this time, because notice Venus is in Libra and you got these planets. Mercury's in the same region of space, Mars and the sun. So there's some type of ancestral activation that's coming through. And so I'm getting a lady with an M, like Mary, Maria, something like that. I don't know. Could be somebody. Usually, when it's family members that's passed on, you know what I'm saying. So look into your lineage and look into your lineage and see if are you named after somebody, or they got something with their name is reoccurs or something in the family. But you definitely got that marker where it's like somebody watches over you, a female in a sense, and this is time that they can actually come through for you at this particular time. But overall, man, you got an extreme spiritual ability, and it needs to be cultivated big time. Not need because you don't have it, need because you do have it, and it's your gift to cultivate. A grand water trine with a Pisces moon, I couldn't People like you, I'm gonna tell you something. People like you, I wouldn't teach astrology to. And the reason why I wouldn't teach, um, I know that ain't my man King Dave, not the King Dave, King Dave. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't teach astrology to people like you because sometimes people lose their intuitive gift and they settle for the 2D art. It's a beautiful art. But some people become dependent upon the art at the expense of never developing an easy God-given gift that you have. People who got the grand trines, the energy of that element, water, psychic, earth, money, material, air, ideas, communication, fire, enthusiasm, passion. People who have these grand trines, the energy flows through them much easier than the average person. So for you to have a grand water trine, then you have to cultivate that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cultivate that. That's all I can say, man. You gotta cultivate that, man. Cultivate that gift. All right. I'm looking for, man, y'all got in the party late. I'm looking for Tanisha, man. Because Tanisha is a Leo. 8/4/81, 3:30 p.m. And Austin, Texas got some of the best real estate in the whole country right now. Low cap rates, which means the return on investment is not high, but the market is so mature. It's Whole Foods everywhere. You know what I mean? It's a mature market. So therefore, you're able to get maximum rent. There's no more room for appreciation. It's like it's not a depressed place where you can come and flip it and make it. The place is already mature, so therefore we're gonna sell it for a higher price, but you're gonna get some nice quality rents out this mug. You're gonna get some nice cash flow. So Austin, Texas is beautiful. I actually met Dr. Joe Dispenza in Austin, Texas when I visited. I went there back in 2015, I think it was 15 or 16. I like the energy of Austin. All right, I'm still sharing my screen. Let me share my screen so I can give y'all this lady. All right, Miss Tanisha, what you working with, girl? Ooh, Mars in the eighth too. This how y'all feel today, ladies. This how y'all feel? Mars in the eighth, Mercury in the eighth. I'll tell you something. Listen, Mars and Mercury in the eighth gives way to a phone sex operator. And so your voice could be very loving, very relaxing, very soothing. You can be like Ruby. Ruby, I ain't gonna say what Ruby specs is. I don't even remember what her specs is, but Ruby got one of those voices that's just a sexy, soothing ass voice. You know what I'm saying? So when you have energy there, and see your soul's mission is in the eighth house too, the North Node. You know what I mean? It's in Leo, and that's that's the miniature Jew year. That's Jew's year 81. There's some growing that has to be done in the realms of Leo. What is Leo? Love, romance, fun. For you, it's in the eighth house though. So as it comes to being, I think it's more on the level of romance and love. You know what I mean? The unique thing is it's not hard because you got a cheat code. Your cheat code is your North Node is already next to some planets in that sign. It happened to be your home sign. So since it's your home sign, it's easy for you to express that because it is who you are. And Mercury is there as well, which is your mind. So your North Node is already connected with your mind. The eighth house also deals with investments, other people's money. You see what I'm saying? And so perhaps it's something, and it's deep. That's a deep house. You're so versatile I got you lined up perfectly. Let me see. Hold on. We Sag, Rising, Jimmy. Yeah, that's an oxymoron. I'll explain that in a second. Because you Sag, Rising, Gemini on the 7th house cusp. What I tell y'all earlier, Sagittarius and Gemini qualities are qualities that could go for not being in a relationship. Her AC is Sag. Her DC, which she seeks in a relationship, is Gemini. Not necessarily a Gemini man, could be a Gemini man, okay, but represents a partner. I'm sorry if I shouldn't do that. A Gemini energy, okay. I was about to say I'm sorry for singling out the gender. Gemini partner on the 7th house cusp is what she seeks, but she's seeking the attributes of Jimmy. What's the attributes? Intellectual, learning, talkative, ideas. That's what Gemini is. So what she's seeking in a relationship is the balance. Somebody got to mentally, because Gemini is the mental. So it's mental stimulation. Shit, even on the AC, Sag is the doctor, the traveling person. You know what I mean? Philosophies and shit. So you're dealing with somebody that's very smart, and she got a 9th house sun, which is the house of philosophies and all that good stuff. Again, religions and studying different cultures and traveling the world type of thing. You see what I'm saying? So you got a lot to do, because the 8th house is forensics. It's all things considered occult subject matters, alchemy. It's just a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said last time I was on here, being the Leo, the key word for Leo is called creative. Like, how do you can't, and I'm gonna deal with this Libra energy you got too, Libra moon and all this Libra, because you're low-key Libra. How can you downplay or limit a word called creativity? You can't. Creativity is creativity. You know how versatile that is? That's everything. So Leo is the God frequency of this time. And that goes back on how we started this show when we got into the Q&A, when they asked me about Regulus. That's the God energy of creativity, and taking leadership when it comes to your creativity and being the boss of that. Okay. Now, however big you want it to be is as big as it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And so you have a very, very, very versatile chart where I can honestly say, girl, whatever you want to be, you really can. Now, we hear people say that, but some people's chart is just like, you doing this shit. You ain't gonna do all this and that. You're doing this. You got one of those ones that's like, you can do whatever you want to do. You get to pass. And so it's just honing in on that, where hopefully you don't get analysis paralysis, where you feel like it's so much shit going on that you don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the conglomerate chart, where girl, you just got to do it and hit it out the park and delegate and have somebody step in and take your place. And then you move and morph on to another aspect of your own passion. You understand what I'm saying? Now, all this relationship energy you got over in Libra, you know what I mean? That's relationship oriented, right? And then that was over there in your 10th house, which is career. All right. And now if you're dealing with career and work, this is, obviously there's a relationship with somebody at work. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you could be in a relationship in work, or what you do far as your public service, your work is congruent with this other person. Okay. So that's what that represents. But overall, good chart. Ruby is already girl 6. You're going to be girl 5. 5 represents Leo. Okay. All right, man. So that concludes us, man. So many of y'all. I'm sorry I didn't get to all y'all in time, but you're in the mental health industry. That's dope. That's dope. I can see that. Ninth house, dealing with different aspects of the mind, being Sag rising. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Lisa L. See, all y'all girls got Mars in the air. I think all y'all girls. Let me be quiet, man. Y'all girls with Mars in the eighth. Hey, I was born with Mars in the eighth, so I can relate to you. You know what I mean? I'm in y'all tribe. I be in y'all tribe. That's cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're welcome. You got it. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, y'all know where to reach me. Do me a favor though. Everybody, please click the thumbs up button for me. And do this. When I send out an email or when I come here, when y'all see like the, the streaming thing, I'll set a time. So if you hit the notification, then get be notified. That way, what I like to do is I like to come on 15 minutes early to give people a chance to get notified to get in. And within that 15 minutes, that's a pre-show, and I'd be more than happy to pull up a chart and bust it with you. But you got to be early. That's the whole purpose of the early bird getting the worm. So I'll purposely come on early. The only thing you got to do is meet me there. So I'm willing to do my part. Just do your part. Hit the notification button, subscribe, thumbs up for me, please, and just come through when the show start and ask me. You know what I'm saying? And I will pull this shit up and answer your question because I want to have something to do. I just don't want to sit there for 15 minutes while I'm giving everybody, a pre-show to come through. So come on through. Let me grab this, man. Y'all got to get this, man. Hold on. Oh, you little bunny rabbit. I see you, little bunny rabbit. Oh. Hey, little bunny rabbit. Oh man, didn't I tell y'all the bee was following me, man? Let me show y'all this picture. I mean, y'all saw me come on YouTube and I said, yo, this is how I know how spirit communicate with me. Oh, thanks, Jill. I'm just now seeing that. And I said, just pay attention to these coincidences because every day God sends you a wink. And more than one sometimes too. But every day you get a little synchronicity about some shit, right? So I'm going to my truck and about to get in my truck. Let me see. What's inside of my truck dead? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Right? A bee. Now, y'all heard me tell y'all bees been landing on me. I be in different cities and the bee is on me. A bee is on my door after I do meditation, about to come through the door. And then remember I told you I had to go to Surah 16 in the Holy Quran, which dealt with the bee, because it was something that I knew I had to extract out of that lesson at this particular point in the journey, which also led me to some bee medicine that I had got and that I take. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I go to the truck. I ain't driving my truck in 3 days. I was driving the other car. So, go to the truck. As soon as I'm going to the thing, I'm like, look at this shit. Man, y'all funny. Y'all cast is funny, man. Y'all be in the spirit world. Get this right here. Hip Hop Laws of Attraction. The second, maybe the third. The third book. But the second solo book by Minister Jew. You can get this from Amazon.com if you want, or you can go to the website. Go to the website and get it. The Imagination Guru. Go to the shop tab, get it. That way he can send you an autographed copy, man. You dig? Even got your boy Snoopy in it. And look, it got color. It got color in there. All right, talking about Snoop, what he said on the Breakfast Club, man. That was some deep ass shit that he shared on that one. So I ain't gonna give y'all the game on that, man. I wrote a little piece in the back, a little afterword, you know what I'm saying, which I already shared before. But get this right here, Hip Hop Laws of Attraction. You just got it from Amazon. That's what's up. Get that. I'm gonna drop what is that? I'm gonna drop my Google Voice in the chat, man. If you want to holla at me. I just dropped it. 267-403-4078 is my Google Voice number. Obviously, it rings my cell phone. You can text me as well. It'll text me, and we can chop it up. If you got a question, it's cool. I don't mind you hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? That's the purpose of me dropping the number. But as I progress throughout the day, just give me a minute to get back with you. I'll let you know. You know what I mean? I don't never try to leave nobody hanging. I'm not big on social media. I just don't frequent it. So to send me a DM on messengers and stuff like that, that is not the avenue for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them cats that fucking call me. You know what I'm saying? If you want me. All right. So get at us, man. The Imagination Guru is Minister Jew. The Imagination Guru is Minister Jew, man. Join me. The Family Wealth Club is where I'm at these days. We're in the process. I just filled out an application of buying some lots because we want to develop those lots and put houses on those lots. And it's a whole freaking block that's available. In fact, I still got some room on my board, maybe about 2 more parcels. We can talk about it. If you want to talk about it, I can show you what I'm doing, and maybe you can copy and paste and do the same thing where you're at, and I'll show you how to do it. If you are interested in wholesaling, man, definitely get with me. Let me see if I can share my screen real fast, but let me be careful on what I reveal to you. All right, so those got addresses on there, but I don't necessarily care. So, but anyway, man, I ain't gotta lie about this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some shit real fast. Okay, I'm gonna show you some shit. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. All right, I'm gonna show you something. Let me show you something. All right, let me share my screen. All right, man. So my man Jalen just came into a private one-on-one mentorship with me in doing some deals. And as you can see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All occurred within last week on the 17th, because last week I had just gave, and that's in Buffalo. All right. Well, actually 7, because 1 is in Wine Dance, New York, and that's my partner. My partner is doing Wine Dance. DJ, he doing Wine Dance. But Jalen got 7 leads so far, and guess what I did? Oh, you want to see my birth chart? Oh, hold on. You want to see? I'll show you the shit. All right, hold on, y'all. We about to go on some OT. All right. Because I ain't got nothing hot. My shit's the shit. I got the cosmic seal of the shit down here. I'm really supposed to be on the spaceship on the mountain, and UFOs come out, and then the whole world fucking see the shit, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck is gonna happen and what you gonna do from this goddamn point forward. That's what I'm really supposed to be doing. But I'm a human, and I don't want to be a dictator in a sense, and I don't want to feel like, God damn it, why me? People gonna think I'm holier than thou and shit. Why the fuck you gonna put me through the MLK experience type shit? You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that comes on as well. But anyway, listen, ladies and gentlemen, seriously, if you go to thefamilywealthclub.com and you were to click on this mentorship, I got it set up where I am going to have my callers in the Philippines call your desired area. The only thing you got to do is pay for your list once you sign up. It's only 12 cents a record, ladies and gentlemen. Meaning, if I identify a house that I want to buy, it only costs 12 cents to try to find that phone number. Okay. We get several phone numbers. My callers in the Philippines going to call all 800, 1,000, 10,000, 40,000 numbers that you pay for. You do pay for that. But my callers, they charge me $100 a week. Okay. I get charged. Normally it's $120, but I get $100 a week for part-time work, 4 hours a day, every day. So they're going through all the calls when people saying, fuck you, don't call me no more, take me off your call list. They got to go through all that shit. You just got to deal with the appointments now. So the hard part you ain't doing. So now when you got an appointment set, that's what I showed you. Jalen signed up and has already received leads in his area. Okay. Now, 7 leads already, okay? Now we got to identify if these are even deals, okay? It's a process. But my point is, I'm trying to put you in a position where you ain't got to do no heavy lifting, okay? Listen, man, I ain't greedy. I said I'm getting a check tomorrow that I pick up for 10 bands. I'm only gonna get 4K of that. You know why? Because maybe I'm too lazy to make the phone calls. So you know what happened? A young kid hit me up and he was like, I gave him a list to try something new because I'm going after apartments. Any just 4 units and up, right? Gave him the list. Call, bro. You found somebody. I do a deal. Since this is our one list, I'm gonna give you 20% of the what the check is. I'm paying him $2,000 tomorrow. Well, technically, it'd probably be about Thursday, Friday when the check clear. But I'm paying him $2,000 this week. And you know what he did? The only thing he did was call and ask for this. Mr. Bullet was the name of the seller. Man, must be Mr. Bullet. Hey, Mr. Bullet, my name is such and such, and I was just calling about any of your properties, see if you may be interested in taking a cash offer and selling one of them. And Mr. Bullet wanted to sell. He said, okay, man, well, my partner Noble, he's the one that's actually buying them. He's going to give you a call and talk about the details. I called Mr. Bullet. Me and Mr. Bullet agreed to $85,000. And Mr. Bullet told me, and by the way, you tell his name is Zion. Tell Zion, that young man, he was a pleasure speaking to. And I said, bet. Only thing Zion did was set an appointment, and I'm paying him $2,000 for setting me an appointment because the deal closed, and I get a check. So he gets $2,000, and then my man DJ, he gets $4,000. Now we left with $8,000. Me and him gonna split it 50-50. Why? Because that's my partner. Anytime he get a deal, we bust it down. Anytime I get a deal, we bust it down. That's just what we do. Now, I could have made that same. I got the list right here. I can make the phone call myself. I don't need nobody to do this shit. And I can do it myself. And because goddamn it, I can use $10,000. I can use it all, to be honest with you. But I really want to share. Now, Tanisha asked a question. Okay? I'm going to show you why. Because I got good old Jupiter in the 11th house. So Tanisha said, I would love to see your chart. I should have said, Tanisha, call me so I can show you. But I'm going to show the world what's happening. All right? So let me, I'll share this with y'all and then we get out of here. But y'all get over to the familywealthclub.com. If you want to get in, man, get in the membership. But most importantly, if you want to do strictly the real estate shit, I promise you I got you. And I just sent some numbers to my man, to Jason. He down in Raleigh. So we about to hit that particular market and get it cracking. So I'm just waiting for those leads to come back as well. All right. So yeah, see, remember I told you, I got the blue triangle, Venus at the top in Aries. The moon is in Aries. Oh, I got to do a ritual tonight for sure. So that's a grand fire trine because the 3 points of the triangle represents fire. So I'm an energetic person. I'm not afraid to take charge and be the lead. That's what fire equates to. I got the mystic rectangle, which means you see a rectangle with the X going across. And then I got a fixed T-square, which is a right angle triangle, which is the red triangle, which represents the friction. So what you do is I like to look for things that jump out. What jumps out to me is there's a cluster of energy in Aquarius, but particularly in the 8th house. I told you I got Mars in the 8th, Mercury in the 8th, Moon in the 8th. I can talk that shit with you. Like I got that shit. This is that house of metaphysics, occult, all that shit. And then I'm a 9th house sun. Okay. So all of that's in Aquarius. 4 planets deep in Aquarius. So therefore that Aquarius energy is absolutely strong. Okay. Saturn in the 2nd house. I'm a strong believer that wherever Saturn is by house placement, that really should be your career. That's some shit that you really need to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm make sure I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing it. All right, cool. All right. So that's some stuff that you really need to learn that's going to take precedence in your life. The house that Saturn is in, not necessarily the sign. The house that Saturn's in is going to take precedence in your life if you can't get around the shit. So if you got Saturn in the 10th, you fucking with politics. And if you even got an interest in politics, you got to fuck with politics, some shape, form, and fashion. You gotta fuck with the politics. So the house with Saturn is at becomes very serious. So in the second house, it's about financings. Very serious. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my shit look like in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? 8th house stellium, Neptune in the 6th house. So what makes up your grand triangle, sir? Saturn in the 2nd is the crystallization. Neptune in the 6th is spirituality, imagination. So it's transcendental consciousness. In the 6th house is the house of work. So I can do spiritual work. I think I'm mandated to do spiritual work. And if the 6th house deals with health, but Neptune deals with the imagination or deals with the mind, then I could approach health from this particular standpoint and not necessarily a traditional standpoint. I approach it from the spirit. Okay. And then Venus is the crowning point at the very tickety top. And then, of course, Venus is opposite this. And then I'm about to have Mars opposite my Venus. So Mars opposite my Venus at this time is going to tell me potentially that a woman can get on my nerve. And if Venus represents a marriage partner, so then I can say, oh, okay, well, we starting to get there, starting to get some insight on it. You understand what I'm saying? But Jupiter in Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius, the crystallization and just the blessings. Covered in the blood of Jesus. But yeah, that's what it looked like right there. Okay, you got it. That's what that is. All right. Yeah. Ultimate Aqua. And it's dope because see what you can do, guys and ladies, is the zodiac sign of a person. Right. So say Tanisha, I think she was ninth. She's a 9th house Leo. So then that put Aquarius on her 3rd house. So the 3rd house is actually the house of siblings, brothers and sisters. The 3rd house is actually the house of communication as well. You see what I'm saying? So now I sit in that person's 3rd. So now what happens is I can naturally activate Tanisha's 3rd house because that's just where I sit. So the 3rd house is what? That's the Gemini frequency. That's communications, talking, ideas, intellect. You see what I'm saying? Like Jew got Aquarius on the 3rd. 3rd house is siblings, brothers and sisters. So we like this is, we both don't have biological brothers. We got biological sisters. So we like brothers from another mother. You see what I'm saying? Because the 3rd house gets activated. You see what I'm saying? So now when you know where a person sits at in your chart, then you know the main way that you would be activated by them. You know what I'm saying? And you activate them as well because energy is a two-way street. When it comes to personal relationships, I'm not necessarily a fan of somebody sitting in your 1st house, the sign of your rising sign. Reason being is because your descendant in what you're looking for in relationships is way over there in the western sky. It's the sign opposite the AC. And when you understand the science of a circle, ladies and gentlemen, the furthest points away in a circle is the number, like the wall clock, is the number that's straight across from you. Everything else is closer, okay? And so I hope you really got to understand this. It's like 12 o'clock on the wall clock, right? And then you say, okay, well, 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock are both next to me. And so each number represents 30 degrees. 30 times 12 is 360 degrees. Your circle is complete. So if you at 12 o'clock, you are Pisces. Aries is next to you on one side. In Aquarius, 11 o'clock is next to you on the other side. It's just one number away from you. Or what we would call 30 degrees in astrology is 30 degrees. Okay? So now let's move to the second one. We move to 2 o'clock. Okay, this is cool. That's 60 degrees. You move to 3 o'clock, 90 degrees. But when you get to 6 o'clock, you only got one opposite. That's my point. You only got one opposite point. So in the chart, the DC is the one that deals with relationships. So if you meet somebody that sits on your AC, what you're looking for in a relationship is something completely opposite. It don't mean that it can't work, but I just like more of the shit to match. You feel me? So now if you sit on my DC, or maybe your sun is on my Venus, something like that, or your Venus is on my sun, whatever, that, okay, cool, here we go. Shit's starting to click. You see what I'm saying? And so, but to figure out what somebody sits at, just look at your chart, ask them their sign, and see what house that is for you. And you'll see where they are in your life. Make sense? All right, Dave, hit me up, man. Hit me up, man. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. Make sense? Let me know that makes sense. Indigo Earth Angel 888. Indigo Earth Angel 888. Peace unto you. Where you been at, Indigo Earth Angel? You been in here all this time hiding? Y'all good? Let me know y'all got that. You understand that quick little lesson? All right, we've been on this thing for 2 hours, man. 2 hours. But that's how I do my classes, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. I just talk about a subject matter, then we can go somewhere else. Because it's all relative. All right, we good? All right, man. I told y'all where to reach me at, right? You got to get new with me right here. Type this in. All right, it's a new membership. Join that or go straight to the real estate stuff. Get that real estate thing popping. All right. I sincerely want to help you for real. And this is how you can start building you a rental portfolio. Remember I showed y'all that the houses we got and that's in the rental portfolio. This is how you can take that money and start building. All right. You just came in. Well, we about to go. Indigo, we've been here for 2 hours. Where you been? All right. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification buttons. Potolo, what up? That's what it is. All right. And again, if y'all feel free, hit me up, man. If y'all need me, man, shoot me a text, man, too, so I can lock you in. Watch this. Use your psychic power. Shoot me a text so I can lock you in. All right. Yes. So when you Sun and Leo, you sit across from me. So Leo for me is my second house. It starts to pick up in my second. It then goes into my third. But Leo, because Cancer technically rules my second. So Leo really rules my third. But some of Leo is in my second. Okay. But it depends where you fall at within there. Do you fall in my second house or do you fall in my third house? If you fall in my second house, we got to get some money. If you fall in my third house, then we can deal with some communication and some ideas and stuff. Sanchia, you missed it. I just shouted Jason out and everything. You missed it. Where y'all been, man? Y'all ain't subscribed. Y'all ain't tapped in. Y'all got to subscribe, hit the notification button or something. All right, man. I'm out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see y'all later. All right.